bafazi bathi ay 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 bayakhala bafazi bathi ay 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 bayakhala bafazi bathi ay 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 bayakhala bathi ndiyeke kaloku ay 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 bayakhala bafazi bathi ay 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 bayakhala bathi ndiyeke kaloku ay 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 bayakhala bafazi bathi ay 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 bayakhala bafazi GBV, Budi, why are you also so passionate about the GBV?
But kala sasinola soyitu ubona sisuke lokishini and umnandi khule ndibona grew up singing each and every single day, and I saw it with the ones that I love the most, umamam, utabao wam, and I see it so many times that it becomes so normal.
Yeah.
And it's always done by the people that they're supposed to love,
Yeah.
people that are supposed to protect them, people that are supposed to be there for them. And then I go at Lokshin, when I go to school, I see. But everybody carries on
Exactly.
like nothing is happening.
Yeah.
The only time I realized that this is wrong is when I left and I went to grade. Then that wasn't condoned there. That doesn't work like that, you know. And then I left all my friends behind, my family, my cousins. They keep on saying the same thing, you know. And then I realized, okay, this is not right. And now that I'm here, only now this year since I've been with my wife, she was like, you have to use what you saw, that pain, that the woman, because without them, I wouldn't be here, you know, and there's nothing I could have done for them then. But now I've got a platform, I've got a voice, and I got to use it, and that's exactly why I must do it, because I believe, Tina's Ngamadota, we have to.
Yeah. No, because Yazi, and it's hard to say this. It's a hard topic, and I think when we're talking, I was saying that we grew up, Tina, in a place where women themselves used to say, if my man doesn't hit me, he doesn't love me. We grew up in an environment like that. We grew up in an environment where it was a sign of love. You know, it is warped. I know you look at me and you think, what? It's a society. So you must understand that that's where we're coming from, and these people were our models. You know, we were our models, our uncles, fathers. You know, and so. Because my thing, you know, I always talk about it with the band, and I say, and I'm going to leave the stage after this. I always say, what is it that makes you, when you're having an argument with a woman, you know, have that inkling, you know, in the middle of that argument, you know, have that thing that says, I could. You know, that's that evil thing, you know, and for me, you might not have done something, you might not do anything, but even that thought, you know.
I think for me, what I've realized is that it starts with me and you.
Sure.
Like when my dad had an argument with my uncle, if they don't agree, it has to end in violence. If you lose in the conversation, it must end in violence. Somebody must win, but they must win in violence. Surely you're going to take that when you talk to no Sisi. And Sisi, by win argument. And by win up line, you can never win argument, you know. And then I think from there, this is what you normally do. If the argument don't go your way, you take it straight somewhere else, you know.
Thank you, everybody, for choosing to join us and choosing to really just spend time with us and kind of hear our heart as to why we started our foundation and what the intention was behind it. I knew we were going to win the World Cup all the way from January in 2019. I took a bit of convincing for Sia. But I think we really knew that there was going to be a weight of responsibility after the final. And I think that we both felt it. I got on a bus after the final, you know, he did whatever he did after the final, but the minute I sat in that bus, I just realized there was a massive weight on my shoulders, and I felt like a huge weight of responsibility for the situations in South Africa and for South Africans, for the inequality in South Africa, and there's no hiding that, there's no denying it. It is 100% fact. And I think that every single one of us needs to play our part in the change. I think every single one of us needs to find and understand that we have a responsibility to our country, that it's not up to Sia and I. It's impossible for us to do it all. It takes every single one of us to play our part and to do something in order to make our country the country that we all dream and hope for. So we're so grateful that you've chosen to come on board with what we are doing here. It's important. We're playing our part. We've poured our heart into our foundation, and by no means have we done it alone. We have a phenomenal team around us who are doing the most exceptional job, and really our heart is just to serve. Our heart is to serve. Our heart is to see a united South Africa. Our heart is to see everybody with this equal and same opportunities in this country. Do I believe we're there? Absolutely not. Do I believe we can get there? Absolutely. It just takes us all playing our part, and that's the intention of the foundation, is to partner with organizations to come alongside the work that they've already been doing, no matter how big, no matter how small, and really just shine a light on the work that they're doing, and try and help and try and assist and try and raise a voice and a platform for them so they have an opportunity to really thrive in the work that they do. Our intention is not to shine a light on mine and Sia's lives or mine and Sia's name. It's really to shine a light on what work people are already doing in this country, and to tell stories that have not been told, and to tell the truth of people's realities in this country. That is our intention with this foundation, and so far so good. But we have really big plans ahead, and there's a lot more that we want to achieve, and our dreams are not small. Our dreams
very big.
Yeah, our dreams scare us on a daily basis. But we feel the responsibility. We feel that we need to use our platform, and we feel that we want to inspire others to do the same.
Yeah, and I think most importantly today, we're here to talk about gender-based violence, and as my wife said, it's not about us, and it's always about collaborating to make sure that we're working with people that want to make South Africa better. And that's why with Mamandis Chanchis and the Youngblood, we're all doing our part. We're all using what we are good at, and we're all using our platform and our talent to make sure that we give those who don't have a voice, we give them a voice, and we make sure that, like for me as a man, I know how important this is, that I use my voice in this, and we've spoken about it. It's so personal, it goes deep with me. There's so many things I wish I would have done when I was a kid, when all of this violence were happening around the loved ones that I have. And I think if I don't use my voice and my platform, I wouldn't be doing justice to the people that meant so much to me, and without them I wouldn't be where I am today. And a lot of us as men, we always go on about how amazing our grandmothers, how amazing our mothers, how amazing our aunts are, but we do nothing to stand up for them. And it doesn't have to be your own personal person. And it's just somebody. We must stop labeling and doing all these kind of things. We just need to do something to make sure that we are changing the narrative of the kids coming after us. I want to make sure that my little brother doesn't see the same thing that I saw when I was a kid. My son, my daughter, they know that their values, they are enough as they are. And I want to do as much as I can and learn and unlearn as much as I can. And I can't do it by myself. I asked my wife, I asked Sis Lusanda in the foundation, Uloza, Annika, all the ladies in our foundation drive us. I asked this question, and there's no such thing as stupid question. And a lot of us want to do something and say something, but we're scared. There's no time to be scared, because your silence is actually killing more people than doing any good. And you know, I think it's time that we stand up as men and just do something. Just do something, and sometimes having those hard conversations with people around you in your family. That's what I had to do. I had to make sure I'm singing to my friends first and foremost and telling them this kind of behavior can't happen. Doesn't matter how long you've learned it for, I can't be associated with it. Those are the tough conversations. It's easy for me to be telling somebody I don't know when they do something to someone. but start talking to the people around you, especially the people that you've seen all these actions from. And those are normally the hard conversation, and it takes a long time. And us as men, we can't get tired any soon. Women have been doing this for all their lives, so let's just do our bit for now. And I'm honored, and I'm hoping that I can do the best that I can and keep on using my voice just to inspire other men to stand up and start speaking. And my whole thing in this is that me as a man, I want to pass on to my brother and my son. There's no ways I can teach women about gender-based violence, because I don't understand, I don't know as close as much as they do. That I'll be asking them, and then I'll be trying to pass that on as much as I'm learning. And it's a journey for all of us, and we're going to make it together. And yeah, with everything that's happening in our country, you know, we need soldiers for each battle. And like what we always speak about, we're not here to fight people. We're here to fight the issue. That's the most important thing. Whatever it is that you're fighting for, and there's many other foundations who are standing up for different things, it's okay. We're not fighting each other. We're fighting to all be, or that one day that we are all going to be fighting for one issue as united as we can. Because I've seen it before that when we as South Africans pull together for one issue, we always win that battle. But now it's so hard because there's so many. But let's stay strong, let's stay positive. As long as you know your heart is here for this country and you want to make sure South Africa is number one in your heart, that's what we're doing as a foundation and everybody else that we're working with. So yeah, I'm really grateful and I'm honored, and I love you, and thank you for pushing me and keeping me accountable, especially in matters like this, because I really believe without you, there's no way that I'll be strong enough to be doing this, because I think I should have done this a long time ago. But you've tried to show me, and I always felt uncomfortable, and but now I realize that that's how people feel each and every single day. For me, not looking at those videos when you show me makes me understand that so there's probably many other men that don't want to see that kind of stuff, and to look at it is difficult, but am I going to look at it and make sure that I do something about it to make sure that the next person doesn't have to go through that? So thank you for being on my side and pushing me and making sure that, you know, I don't waste this opportunity, and not only for us, for everybody else, and for making sure that the platform is not for me. It was actually given by the people, and I make sure that the people that gave it to me are benefiting from it. So yeah, thank you.
A common goal has joined and aligned Youngblood and the Kolisi Foundation today. This is the cry of the woman and child in South Africa and the world. We are joining forces to say, we hear you, we see you. We want to help change what has been happening. We heard the cry of the cruel, undignified, unjustified killings, attempted killings, and abuse of women and children all over the world. We are building a bridge today to help bring a fast end to gender-based violence against women and children nationwide. We cannot do this great work alone. We need you, South Africa, and we need our global brothers and sisters. Help us to bring a stop to the killings of our great-grandmothers, our grandmothers, our daughters, our aunts, our sisters, our friends. Help us to change their world by changing yours. They deserve it, you deserve it, the world deserves it. Youngblood Arts and Culture Development is hosting a fundraiser to collect donations for the Kolisi Foundation. The foundation will award the portrait of the very awesome Sia Kolisi to the highest donor. To make a donation, go to Youngblood's website, www.youngblood-africa.com. No donation is too small.
Kumama lo, ontizala yo. Kumama lo, ontizala yo. Kumama lo.